the International is coming. The world's best Dota 2.
Is going to be getting ready. In fact, it sounds like they are ready. So we'll start our adventure with none other than Team Liquid. It's Team I7 champions going up against Fnatic, and we get to find out if this game is going to be a Fnatic signature slog or a Liquid. Let's jump in. Is going to be a Fnatic signature slog, or if Liquid will walk away with it. Let's jump in.
You really got to pick a hero. You got 10 seconds.
Oh man, Rick, there's only 10 seconds left to pick a hero!
Yeah, 5 seconds left now.
Hello?
Hello? Are we in?
Hello?
I think we're good.
Hello?
I hear you.
Look, I'm telling you, Gabe, adding caster audio as a $40 million stretch goal isn't going to go down well with the community. Alright, thank you.
Good.
Oh, we're live!
I think we're good.
Hello?
Hello.
Hello!
We got a reaction? We got a reaction?
Yeah, we're in. We're in.
Good. Okay.
Excellent. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the International 2018. It is the group stages. I'm OD Pixel, I'm here with Fogd, and we are getting ready for I'd say, you know, there's 4 games going on, but let's be honest, this is the game that you want to. This is the game you want to be watching. It's Liquid versus Fnatic, and as you can see, we are well into the draft, and already, as expected, it's the International 2018. It's the International, so we're going to see people picking heroes that we don't see before. We've got a gyrocopter. This hero has been in the dumpster, and Fnatic come out, they pick it second. To be fair, this isn't surprising. Fnatic picked Terrorblade, who's also arguably in the dumpster, and they win with it. But they've done it early. They picked a Gyro second pick for.
This is the meta-defining, you know, opening. We've had these 4 games going on at the same time. Of course, people have been talking about Crystal Maiden for a while. Shaker's been this hero that's been creeping forward, but yeah, we get this Gyro, and oh my. These teams are not going to slow down. Brood right at the start versus IO Gyro. That is not a good matchup for either of these heroes at the moment.
No. Maybe when Flat Cannon was in a bit of a better place, but of course Flat Cannon has pretty much been the spell that's gone boop, 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 boop.
Yeah, I mean, the hero's just going to run over these two heroes in leading phase. Your AoE is very lackluster at the start with these two versus Brood. And I mean, Brood with CM Aura, you've got a Shaker. These 2 heroes are going to be moving around trying to enable the Brood as much as possible too. So Fnatic, they need to start with solutions already for the Brood.
So, as we sort of were talking about before the day, we said there might be a chance we're going to see some teams just try and end the game in like 15 minutes. And this is Liquid turning up and saying, we got a lot of games to play, and we're going to try and run you guys over, because Fnatic, as we know, they're normally a team that likes to sort of chill out, keep it going, keep it late. Liquid, by the looks of it, with these first 3 picks, are going to make sure that they just crush the start.
I mean, they've got GH on his shaker, right? That's one of the big ones. We haven't, of course, seen him up playing it in too long because we haven't seen these teams play in like 2 months. Fnatic, of course, we saw them play at Summit, right? And it was all about the Universe Tiny, I believe, in a lot of their games. I don't know. I wouldn't be too shocked if we see that one get picked up because it can actually be a way to deal with the Brood. If not, maybe they can go for these other solutions. We could see maybe Legion. That's a little bit of a weird one, but
I think Tiny would be good.
Tiny looks great.
He was absolutely rocking the Tiny back at the Summit. Obviously, a very sort of different style of tournament, but regardless, this hero is absolutely a hero that we are going to be seeing at TI.
And lets them play really fast pace. Yeah. Like if they've got the IO Gyro, IO Tiny.
Fnatic's turn to pick.
Hero, he offers it all if you want to end the game in 20 minutes.
It's one of my favorite heroes in general to pair with Earthshaker. Because you've always going to be able to get this decent lane. You're just going to be able to fissure your wave back, you get a decent start as Pugna, and that's where you thrive. You get your level 2, your level 3, you start spamming your blast on the enemy carry, you start putting a lot of pressure on, and also Crystal Maiden Aura thrown on top of that one. Yeah, can definitely be quite lovely. And I mean, Pugna is one of those heroes that people have been talking about for a while that just keeps getting these little buffs and buffs and buffs, and just seems to be such a powerhouse.
Let's see what Fnatic want to do. Imra.
Wraith King, people are raving about the offlane Wraith King.
Can you get away with the offlane Wraith King when you see this sort of draft?
I don't know.
It's going to end this quick.
I don't think so. They do
it's the Tiny.
That's what we thought.
We knew it. So the Tiny comes out.
The concern for me for Fnatic right now still would be that they don't have any way to deep-push. It's like the IO Spirits, Gyrocopter is not really that hero that you want to be there for deep-pushing. You want to take the fight around the Gyro with the call down around defending towers. But they don't have a way to slow down the push that's coming out.
I was going to say, is it too fast a pace of a game to get Abed on something like a Tinker? Does that just get run over, or can that sort of be the deep push global hero that you're talking about?
Tinker versus Pugna, though.
Okay, yeah, you're right. A lot of the heroes, you can't do it against.
It just becomes pretty miserable to play versus.
So we're not looking for an in hero. What are we looking for, Abed then?
I'm trying to think what I've been seeing, like the pattern of him, especially at least in the pubs.
I mean, can he just go for something like a DK, something boring, something safe?
Like DK Gyro.
Because they also, I mean, I guess Tiny's good for towers, but they themselves don't really have the best sort of tower hitters at the moment. Or maybe just something else to help take them.
They have to.
I mean, could they just get Abed on his Ember Spirit and go for the Battle Fury build against the Brood? Or is that too risky again because you are going to
that takes time.
Run over?
I think they can just still get run over.
But the global pickup potential is nice. You know, getting around the map with the have a lot of.
They've got a lot of activeness. Like that would make them being quite active as long as they don't just get dominated in the laning phase.
And you know, I'll say they do actually still ban.
Oh, it could be the Tiny mid because the one thing I want Fnatic to do is at least have 2 ways to solve the Brood. 2 lanes that they can have a hero go against this hero.
I mean, one of the heroes that we have actually seen do well against the Brood, sort of to the surprise of a lot of people, I feel, in a lot of lanes. Monkey King.
Yeah, I thought that's the one you were going to say.
This is the hero that, on paper, it feels like Brood's going to run over this hero, but the reality of it, you know, with the nurse to Brood, the fact that she hasn't got quite as insane movement speed, you do get that Ginger Mastery stacked up, and bam. You clear out the spiders with a good boundless strike, and you pretty much bully Brood out till she has to regen to get back in.
Yeah, she got so strong because she's very good against spell nukes because the magic resistance on the spiders, but Monkey King's physical.
Yeah. So I'd be interested to see if that's something that they might think about.
What about the Kunkka? Kunkka was banned. Okay, just kidding. Okay. Liquid did take that one out.
Banned. But as you said, Tiny could go mid. They could even put the Gyro IO mid.
Yeah, they get it. It's just about solving the Brood problem, at least in the start, so you don't just get run over that fast.
I mean, maybe it's Envy. He's going to pick a Terrorblade. We don't know. But so it is what you said.
Tiny mid.
It is Tiny mid.
Enigma offline.
Yeah. Okay. And then the Spectre. So Liquid's sort of coming in with some late game reinforcement, but also a way to sort of, you know, you're going to have this very sort of active Matuma man playing very aggressive. And Miracle wants to pop him to join him for a kill. Now he can. And a Miracle Spectre. I feel it's been quite a long time since we've seen a Miracle Spectre.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like I haven't. I mean, of course, we haven't seen too much lately, though. But
sure. But in terms of sort of when you've seen Liquid at tournament, I mean, when was the last time that they drafted Liquid Miracle Spectre in a program?
It's kind of interesting because like the way that they've drafted is like this Broodmother and Pugna, they're going to apply so much pressure. That's what
all the space is going to be there for Spectre.
All the space for Miracle to have the dream, which you could end up having this game. Spectre versus IO, not a very fun matchup. Playing the IO versus that one.
I mean, it always is hard to sort of look at the drafts when there's Fnatic in the game, because it always feels like Fnatic sort of shoot themselves in the foot, but then somehow they end up looking pretty impressive in the game.
Yeah.
And there are sort of those big, there's the universe enigma. Like this, he can do incredible things on this. So I think a lot of people are going to come into this matchup, say first game of TI, Liquid, look at this, it's a terrifying lineup. They have Pugna, they have Brewmother, they are looking to run Fnatic over, but it's Fnatic. They do surprising things. This looks like a 20-minute game, but you might as well add an extra 0 on there because it's Fnatic. This could be a 200-minute game as well.
It could go quite a long time. They have to be able to stall it so that the Enigma can get to the point of like the BKB and the Blink, because if you look at Liquid's draft, they don't have a way to stop the BKB and Enigma. Or they can get maybe a Dominator on the Brood. I don't know if Matu does that build, get the the troll creep. I think 33 is one of the bigger players that does it.
Whenever I think of Matsuma Man Brewmother, I just remember the game where he rushed Butterfly.
I knew you were going to say.
Oh, and the predictions are in. Oh, alright. Shout out to Obs. Who have we got in the Obs?
Magic.
It's Wep, isn't it? Shout out to Wep.
This is definitely mind control, right? Magic or pure damage at the end?
I'm doing these predictions right now. Magic or pure damage. What's mind control playing?
Pugna?
Oh, yeah. Well,
right.
Players with the most kills at 10 minutes.
I'm putting Abed. Me. You can change it yourself.
Yeah. And player with highest net worth by 25 minutes, Miracle.
I did Matu.
Oh, Miracle. Total number of smoke gang kings of the kills at the end. I think it's going to
do 5 to 8, whatever.
Okay, anyway, let's do it. So here we go. This is the first game. We're going to claim first game. I know there's 3 other games, in fact, which you can go and check out across the variety of streams. And of course, there is the multicast stream as well, hosted up by our beautiful man, Alexander Richardson, who will be taking you through all of the games, which is going to be pretty crazy. But if you want to stick with particular ones, you can sit in with myself and Fogs and be safely in the comfort that we are going to just be sticking with these games through and through. So Liquid versus Fnatic, very exciting drafts. We've got some different stuff already. It's TI. We are going to see a new meta evolved, and this could very much be the start of it. I am most intrigued by if we are going to see Gyro become a hero again, because there's, out of all the heroes, that feels like the hero that...
VGJ Thunder's turn to pick.
Bloodseeker. Choose your hero. Ten seconds remaining.
5 seconds remaining. Prepare to battle!
Может измениться, могут произойти телепорта, 2 опса地方，我就有点不知道怎么选了。看一下吧，炼金术是出门打血魔，还是圆盾补刀斧出门？然后每一个出门的赏金神符是140块钱，所以对于一个炼金来说，出门的符是非常关键，或者说每一个赏金神符都非常关键，至少要保证2个符出门。
尽可能的。 这波不亏，666。
30 seconds to battle. The battle begins!
Yeah, up with the cleave. But it's, I mean, it's the top lane too. Like the Spectre Crystal Maiden is a very weak lane. That is an abusable lane for sure. And Universe just keeps pulling it back. And then they have a Bane. So Enigma, who is maybe was alone, or a weaker hero with the Enigma, you could punish both.
Down bottom, kill opportunity potentially. GH does manage to get himself the bounty ring. They'll turn again the blast. GH, he's in trouble as well. The Rocket Barrage bringing him down low. Envy and DJ looking to find him around the tree line. GH does get the passive stun onto Envy, but there's the tether across, cleaning the trees out of the way. GH does have the stick charge, but the ball slows there, and they'll pick up another. Envy with the double kill. At the same time, mid indeed, Matuma Man in trouble. He's got the tree toss, won't be on target. Matuma Man will manage to keep himself safe, but 2k advantage now in terms of gold and experience. Bottom lane, Envy will go down. Mind control's able to get himself back in the lane. Can he pick up a second? No, DJ with the tether, with the TP, he's out of there. He'll make it back safely. Mind control at least able to pick something back up as soon as he returns to the lane. Envy hanging around a little too low. But still, Fnatic, as you say, considering the drafts, it's what we say, it's a lot of the time. It's very hard to judge Fnatic from a draft because they do something different. They do something, they draft themselves into a position that you rarely see other teams do so, but they know how to play it.
The big thing really was the adjustment. They were just like, all right, we can now just move this tiny mid versus the Brood and throw that Enigma top. And that's really what's just setting up their lanes to such success right now. And of course, that start, having DJ on the IO as well as Paladin the Bane starting up top to put the pressure on onto Miracle. A fantastic start for Fnatic right now. So Liquid, they're going to have to really be playing around mind control. Once he gets 6, we're probably going to see that's the thing they focus around. But it's mostly just going to be GH and Kuro making the moves around
around the map to assist the lanes. Matu taking some pressure in the mid. Level 7 versus a level 9 Tiny.
Yeah, Abed absolutely crushing him. Top network.
Matu.
He nearly came back in and died.
He was just jungling. Abed threw the tree blind. He killed all the spiders too with that tree.
He's got to be careful.
He thinks now Matu probably expects there to be a ward there because that was a blind tree throw. You see him pinging it out right away, expecting something like that.
Smart stuff from Abed.
He knows what he's doing. He's been lingering in this area too, kind of just sapping experience, expecting Matu to be trying to do this.
GH taking out the bottom rune. Do have Abed on the high ground. GH could get cornered off. Indeed, Envy heading in with the missile rocket barrage. Abed's there with the wraparound. There's no escape for GH's Fnatic. Pick up another kill. Now 5-1. As Liquid. All 3 lanes not going to plan. That's for sure on top lane. Need to lead in with the Nightmare, getting in position. Universe surrounding KuroKy. KuroKy will try and retreat. He's got the stick charges. We'll be fine. But every lane seems to be a bit of a danger zone now for Liquid because of the start the Fnatic have got.
Yep. Like you're saying, I think it's like playing around mind control is going to be the biggest thing. If not, they have to do double rotations. They have to start making dual moves with KuroKy as well as GH just to try to fix these lanes because it's getting to be a big problem right now. Fnatic have the wards. Alright, Pi does have 1 ward right now. He did place the deep one toward the shrine, but I'm assuming they're just going to be placing pretty invasive wards so that Abed can just run around and do his own thing in this game.
Oh,
He just look at that, all the spiders.
Oh, it's beautiful. Just seeing Broodmother's spiders die, it's something that we can all empathize.
It's going to be such a quick blink dagger. And looking at Liquid's heroes, who's their beef guy, right? Who's the frontliner?
I mean, it's going to be the Spectre in about, what, 50 minutes?
Yeah, that's the problem.
That's the thing at the moment.
This Tiny is going to be able to one-shot pretty much anybody on the map that he runs into, so they're going to have to adjust for that. They're going to have to get bracers, cloaks, and raindrops or something, and we do see Mind Control at least has that already. He's got the cloak, he's got the bracer, and the raindrop, so prepared for when Abed does get that early blink dagger.
This top universe getting some heavy pressure onto the tier 1 tower of Liquid at this 10-minute mark. Something that, in terms of damage, they managed to do half the damage on the bottom half of the map, Liquid, but this top tower certainly looking to be in the worst places. Fnatic really.
Actually, I like that he went for the Dominator this game, because I know the rise of the Midas was starting to come back, but in this game he's going to be so good at pushing
and
it.
Look at this bottom. Abed's coming in with the wraparound. GH trying for the TP out, but the avalanche is there from Abed, turning up at just the right time. Envy turns, holds his ground, slams GH in the face with a bullet. As Fnatic again, they've
gotten the lanes perfectly already. Yeah, 4K advantage, everything.
Interesting to see that though. As you can see from the in-game win probability, it's still 49-51, very close between the 2 teams. Obviously taking into account the previous games of both sides, I do believe, and of course sort of their win rates and such with specific heroes. So understandable that despite the fact that Liquid is behind, it's absolutely not over for them. We've seen Liquid, of course, many times come back from situations much worse than this one. As they're 4K behind, but they do have comeback heroes. You know, Spectre, good Haunt usage can certainly bring you back into the game very nicely.
Kuro just gets brought down by quick brain sap and a Malefice, just some right clicks as well. They're starting to get their ultis online. So Earthshaker 6, we've got Spectre, Haunt as well, but look at the levels. GH is higher level than Miracle right now on the Shaker.
Top lane, high. Does get slammed. GHM messing around. He sees the opportunity to double the team's kills and he'll go for it. Drop the slam. Abed is there. Doesn't actually manage to get the kill with the cleave hit there off the back of GH, bringing down Miracle. Abed is going to be played around with a bit, but he's at a fantastic point at the moment. He is very tanky. There's no way that these heroes can deal with him as he runs in with the Tiny, slams down Kuro, crushing him with his fist.
They can't deal with Tiny unless Pugna's there. That's the only way they have the damage solution for him at the moment. I mean, it's 2,000 HP already with 8 armor. These heroes cannot pierce through that. Maybe once Matu starts getting these items finished up, which he's getting close now. He actually is about to finish up the Diffusal Blade, which is the new build that we've been seeing. It's like Medallion Diffusal, or you do the Medallion Orchid.
Yep.
See some Chinese players, I saw the Aquila thrown in sometimes.
Alright then guys, we're going to be jumping into another stream. We're going to be taking a little look at EG now, because they are looking all tied up. Sumail has been given plenty of ganks and they're starting to keep things nice and level. So it's EG versus VGJ Thunder. Let's going to jump into stream 3 right about now.
Ursa's a hero that he...
Oh, Sumail will TP.
Yeah, he can just TP out, but Klink's actually TP'd in, and he's just...
hit.
Yeah, making sure that jungle creep does not go to the Bloodseeker. That's
really
important.
like the way Freeze is playing, though.
Yeah, he needs to play this way. They know this, that like what Alk does is it gives the opponent mid laner a free game.
Oh, crit. Will take the damage. Will they chase him down? Looks like they want to. 2 more hits. Nope, they won't.
It's just not worth it.
So fast.
Oh, look at that, yeah.
That's the phase boots coming into play. This
Bottom
early on in the
lane,
game.
Wyvern.
Troubled will go down.
And level 6 Phoenix at 9 minutes, so despite the rough start, he has Tranquils already, which is really important against the Bloodseeker. And he's already got his egg, so they might be able to make a move now, but how do they actually force a fight around the egg?
Look at this. Well, if VGJ comes middle, then this could fly. Is going to be showing up here. It looks like it's just Ursa as well as Klinks who aren't here. But they find one. It will be Weaver. Does he have an ultimate? He sure does. Doesn't even want to use it, though. They're just going to run back out. Alchemist stun flies, does a little bit of damage to Vengeful. Rupture will go out on Alchemist. Here comes the egg. DDC has to run. Yang dies on the right side. Weaver just has to run out here, and DDC dead.
Wow. And this happens every Alk game. At some point in the first like 12 minutes, there's a 5-on-5 because the opponent knows they need to make plays around mid, and then EG knows that the opponent knows that, and they're going to counterplay it.
That whole sequence, Wraith King is not level 6. Both EG supports are. The egg goes off. You're never winning a fight if the egg goes off. Whereas Wraith King, he dies first, but does it matter?
And they ruptured an ulted Alk, so that doesn't matter.
Oh, bottom lane.
Oh, no, top. They're going to... Yeah, they took down Weaver. He went for the bounty rune. They had a sentry pre-planned with that smoke. That smoke was beautiful because they knew that VGJ Thunder has not been playing scared all game, and that they would be at the bounty runes. So 10 minutes, they know how important the bounty runes are, and they predict his movement based on that. That Weaver should be unkillable, so that kill is huge.
And, you know, we're 10 minutes into game 1. Not too soon to backtrack. EG wins a team fight like that. All of a sudden,
hey, I got them.
There's a lot of pressure on Thunder now because they know they're on a bit of a clock. Eventually, the Alchemist will become problematic.
They have no way to deal with Alk, honestly. Like, once Alk gets like Shiva's Octarine Manta, like I know that sounds like a lot of items, but for Alchemist, it really doesn't take that long. And once he gets those items, I really don't think VGJ Thunder can deal with it.
They really wanted that move to work, but I point to this bottom lane. Like, if Wraith King just has his ult, then you make the move.
Yes.
You feel so much better in this game, and I fear VGJ may have tossed away, like, their chance in some ways.
Yeah, he's just being aggressive. They're going to force out the time lapse, which is important because they can only kill him when time lapse is on cooldown right now. The only point they can kill him before that is with Blink on Alk or Basher on Ursa.
And that's, I mean, that's a long cool. Wraith King just used his 200-second cooldown very early, right after he picks it up.
Yeah,
so
but they are rotating with the smoke on this pressured tower. The nice thing about Wraith King nowadays is he can pressure towers. They have dust.
Yep, he will be going down here more than likely. They want to give it to Freeze, I assume, and he will get it.
Look at the tower off this too. This is nice for VGJ. That's a kill they needed to make happen as well. Arteezy's had far too good of a game.
Do you think
Phoenix is already level 8?
Should players focus more on who gets the tower? Do you think like getting the last hit is important? I thought it was, but
more
no
gold
one does.
if you have an individual last hit, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, no, the teammates don't get anything extra. It's just a pure 200 gold extra to the person that last hits. Which is like 6 creeps,
right?
Yeah, I mean, it's a lot.
It just feels like teams still don't, you know, look at that as much. Some do.
The thing is, usually when you're pushing, though, you're under threat, so you're thinking about a lot of other things.
And when am I going to go in?
Bro, Sumail had 600 gold at 8 minutes. He has a relic at 12.
Yeah, he's #1 net worth by 1,300 already. Obviously expected on an Alk, but this is something where Freeze had absolute free farm on the in the lane, and it's already showing in the net worth.
Oh, Fly barely gets out of there. Rupture was going to come out. He was just going to fly to his death if he gets ruptured there. And it looks like they will try to take middle tower, but Glyph is there. Freeze. Ulti goes. Is he going to swap him? Arteezy gets a kill on Yang. Elsewhere on the map, Freeze will get away, but he just ruptured a Crystal Main. He's fine. DDC going to get run down by this beam. Oh my goodness, the percentage-based damage, but he swaps him. This should be a kill, no? Fly will just get away, and that's 2 kills quickly. One for Sumail, one for Arteezy.
And S4 is just farming Blink.
Guys.
Yeah, S4 is just farming Blink.
You get 90 GPM talent at level 10. This is like the hero to get a head start in levels on.
Wow.
That's why his picture's the Phoenix.
And I love Arteezy's, not only his skill build that you mentioned, but his item build, just going for the medallion to enable his teammates. So much physical damage, as you already mentioned. The Alk stun is physical, so all of their mid-game damage, other than like the egg combo, is physical. And so Ursa with his early Blink Dagger, he has the money, hasn't purchased it yet though.
Doesn't need to.
Not really the hero you can look to kill. Phase Boots on Wyvern.
Dude, I don't even want to look at my phone. I'm sure I already have text from Bulba. You got in my draft, man? What are you doing? You know anything.
Alchemist has the Radiance finished, so they can look to make a move. They do have a ward on him, though, from VGJ.
And they're looking.
This is their third smoke, right?
Yeah, they know they have to speed up the pace of this game.
You barely said a BSJ, but maybe Kyle can expand. Why phase boots on a Winter Wyvern? You know.
Let me see how this plays out. 1 second.
Okay.
I'm honestly, I'm not really sure. I would imagine just positional tool. I prefer the Arcane or Tranquil Soul Ring spam, but he's no all, right?
Yeah, they can turn this into a Roche right away if they want to.
Yeah, they can.
The Alchemist can tank it? I feel like they have to. Oh, they're going to look for the Wyvern first.
Yeah,
they have a ward on him.
Blink Dagger in 3. I think they're waiting for the Ursa Blink, but he's going to fly up the correct way. Nice job by Fade, and
they can chase him, force him to use his ultimate. He doesn't actually have mana. He has Soul Ring.
Willie Soul Ring ulti, BSJ.
I love this play.
No, he's out. Yeah, I mean, he's going to... I mean, he's drawing them away from the Roche pit, and they know they can't Roche if he's around.
Exactly. It's very disciplined from EG. It looks like they're wasting time, but you cannot go into the pit with a Wyvern hovering around. You need to make this
That's
move.
how you throw this game that you're up by 3K.
There we go.
Now they possess enemy jungle. This is fine. Like, they're not the ones on the clock. VGJ are going to naturally just continue to pressure. They're going to TP up here. Double TP. They're 5-on-5 now.
They have double damage.
And EG has a ward on this, so they know they're all there.
Yeah, Bloodseeker.
This is so smart from EG. In the meantime, Crystal Maiden is rotating down to bottom. He's going to grab the bounty runes for free.
Yeah,
this is a 3 bounty.
With an Alchemist, that's even more important.
They got 3 at 5 and 10, so they've gotten 3 every time. But look at this, S4, he's going to die. Yep, there's the phase boot damage coming out. Weaver with the Maelstrom doing a ton. DDC! Oh my goodness.
That Ursa damage is nuts. But they're not going to get anything off that. There's no tower there. There's no, like, they can't go into Roche. Mid lane's getting pushed by Arteezy. Bottom lane's getting pushed by a position 5 Crystal Maiden.
That's a very underrated sequence of events. It looks like EG didn't do anything, but they bought 2
and a buyback from OG. That is still the best fight of the game for them by far. They pulled back 2,000 gold. They almost got the top tower. In the meantime, they didn't lose their bottom tower either to the push that the Wraith King started. So LGD were...
While the Alchemist is farming neutrals where he wants to be, he actually is one of the few heroes in the game that gains more gold out of being in the jungle than he does lanes.
So VGJ, they've got reasonably mobile cores in Bloodseeker and Weaver. What do you want to do with them? Do you want to try to get kills? Can they?
They have to keep trying to get kills, but they have all these BKBs, like the BKB being worked on by the Bloodseeker, the Weaver like just starting his now. They have some serious damage issues for a hero like Alchemist. They don't have burst damage, so it's only going to get worse. They have to look for the timings.
Go now.
Yeah, but I mean they need their BKBs.
Middle Yang is just
time around the pit, and there's now that Aegis.
It's gonna be silence. Will he get old?
So split up. It was pretty much, you saw GH, they saw the TP coming in from all 4 heroes on the shrine because they had a ward, and they saw the smoke come out, so they saw GH running in, so they kind of panicked. They dispersed all in different directions, so Pi and Universe went to the left, while the rest of the heroes went to the right. So they got isolated by the Brood on the left side, and the team fight, Envy's BKB wears out, and they actually can't make their way back into that Roche pit, even if Abed has that Invis. There's still too much magic damage that can come out from Liquid onto Envy.
Envy, he's going to try and chase with the Fisher. Very nicely placed there to slow down that push and make sure Envy can't catch it. Abed might still find someone. They've got the homing missile set up onto mind control. They'll go on to him. He's got the self-decrepify the blast, trying to keep himself alive with the life trying mind control. He's going to be okay. There's another homing missile coming in. GH again with the fish, but there's the BKB. Envy not messing around. Committing for the BKB. He sees some Ancients. He'll take those instead, as he doesn't want to chase any further. Will get himself a little bit of farm, but still, what a swing. The fact that this game that was an 8k advantage for Fnatic, it's now pretty much even. Yeah. Those buybacks around the pit and the failure to...
Dire's top tower is under attack. Dire locked down their structures.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Dire's top tower is under attack. Dire's top tower has fallen.
Regeneration. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Gold and sweet.
Your turn to ban.
Five seconds remaining. Ten seconds remaining.
5 seconds remaining.
With such stakes, where else would I be? Okay.
Prepare to battle.
It's as such things are never in doubt. No matter the challenge, you may rest assured, dear friends. This one is in the bag.
30 seconds to battle.
The danger. She is this way. Wait. I cannot refuse.
The battle begins!
Yes! Should I fail, my brothers would never forgive me. Let's get to the point. Forward! What can I do in return? Yes? I know. Maybe I should do them left-handed. Is that a challenge? First blood. Rest assured. An excellent choice. I'm under attack! Get over it! Calcium. Otros confioses! You will not catch me off guard again. I have earned this. There's more to this. Double kill. Moving. Easy. There you go. Yes. Not that girl. I did not think it was possible. You know I will. Sure. Is this wise for you? Spectacular! Hold my wine tonight.
Your top tower is under attack. Do you think they heard us?
Yes, doubtful.
Double kill.
When does the real fight begin? Avec aplomb. To the task attack. Get over it. I'm under attack. The danger. She is this way. Pass me!
Domination. Double kill.
Wait. Moment. Fear not. A worthy goal.
Crush me! Mega kill.
To be sure. Mm-hmm. At your disposal.
Dire structures are fortified.
Perhaps I underestimated you.
Stricken out.
Your middle tower is under attack.
Where does this lead? It is a good day to die. Ah, yes, that's nice. I don't believe it.
Some more damage.
I like where this is going. Points away.
Flash me!
Something good this time. Don't leave it to my empty. Yes.
Your middle tower is under attack.
Time at last. Back in. You have trouble now.
The enemy's bottom tower has fallen.
The danger. She is this way. Yes. What need have I for invisible? Oh, that's quite nice actually. An honorable top.
Dire's structures are fortified.
Wait. Rest assured. Yes! This! We're there. Uh-huh. Forward! The rewards of
the enemy's middle tower has fallen.
Keep it up. Sick.
Fear not, Monkey King Bear. Where does this lead? Where is the fun? There's no chance of death.
The enemy's top tower has fallen. I give it a 4.
Is that so? I'll take that as tribute. Amazing what you found lying around. Precious bounty. Fresh meat. A worthy cause. Are these creeps even trying? Time at last. You do not matter. I could look at you all day. Let's get to the point. An excellent choice. But of course.
Your middle tower is under attack.
They know. Well, they will.
Killing spree.
Points away. There's more to this. After fighting for La Femme, you are a sorry disappointment. Moving generation. The beams.
Right. Their bottom tower has fallen.
Wait. Version. Is that a challenge? Is there any doubt? Almost there. At your disposal. Abyssal blade. Mm-hmm. Yes. Okay. I like where this is going. Yes.
Assassin. Your middle tower is under attack.
Sure. To be sure. Yes, yes. You insist. I know. Yes. acceptable show of loyalty. Form renews. Elemental gold. At last. I see where I went wrong. To be sure. Death. Wait. Is there danger? She is this way. Precision failed. Double kill.
Their middle tower has fallen. The Dire have reinforced their Their middle tower has fallen.
The enemy's middle tower has fallen!
Wait for me! I may have overstayed.
Their middle barracks have fallen.
The enemy's middle barracks have fallen!
They're not gonna take that right down.
Is that an increase? Which is right.
All in a day's world.
To another. We're going to be checking in now with group, game 3, and we can see EG are once again pushing in towards the high ground. We'll jump into that one as they continue their adventure to try.
All of a sudden became like this necessary item to complete things. CRT picks it up. Gets all the necessary items, but you are not going to finish this game as EG without the Hex. And whatever he grabs, like all of a sudden the Wyvern, if you just get it off on him, he's now dead. Whereas previously you had to chase him all the way to Timbuktu.
I mean, we've been seeing it mostly on middle heroes, right? We've been seeing so many Shadow Fiends. I mean, that's the cool that rush and all that, but we've been, a lot of cores, they just pick it up, an intelligence item, but I guess they're smart to pick it up.
Alchemist is ready to gift another Hags. Who's it going to be this time? I guess it's Phoenix. Yeah, it's waiting for him to respawn.
Phoenix, we would have saved Sumail in that last fight.
True. He would have. I don't. You just don't give it to. I mean, you give it to Crystal Main just because you can. It is so bad. You guys have seen it, right?
It's
it just
so much
freezes.
damage.
It doesn't increase damage. I thought it just makes it where it freezes after.
Just because
you
of the
mean
freezes.
that? Okay.
Like,
I mean, but it's not good. You're gonna say it's good.
It's not bad.
I mean, I would say it's bad.
It's better than Ags on Clinks.
Is it?
Yeah.
He gets free stats. I'd rather have stats on my Clinks than a garbage ability on my Crystal Main.
Then this is why you're at the desk with us.
Yep.
Okay, so we have Linked Sphere being built late on Sylar. I think that's a very, like, it needs to be built, in my opinion, because of the sheepstick. If you're this Weaver and they have a sheepstick and you just have
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
If you can't play as a core this late in the game, where if the Clink sees you from Invis, that you just die.
First Laguna seen
and Liquid over on stream 1. So why don't we go ahead and jump into
Vex of the hero, it's very solid.
Yeah, Lena's all about the full package. It's not about any one individual spell is not that great.
Fiery Soul's broken, but
yeah.
Other than that, yes. The rest of the package is a little kind of all over the is decent. I definitely grab a lot of Lena skills when I play Ability Drift. So right now, IG is just kind of trying to find some ground, I guess. Medusa's doing well, I feel like. She's just kind of AFK. She's got the Tri-Camp, so everything's fine there. Almost got Mask of Manus, so XXS should be on a really good trajectory to speed up.
This kind of slow pace favors IG, right? They've got Medusa, or is that not so much the case?
I just feel like she's off to a good start. You know, one of the games I watched recently was a Medusa game. It was Resolution, so maybe it's a outlier game, but you know, he farmed super fast, outfarmed his opponents. In fact, if we're looking at Worth, he's at the top right now, and now they just finished Mask of Manus, it's surely just going to get a little bit more one-sided.
Yes.
But I guess I'd also think about teamfight stuff, and Mineski's good there too, so I don't know.
Mineski yet to get a kill. They did take that top tier 1 tower very early with the rotation, but I imagine they were probably expecting to be a bit more just generally aggressive and finding these plays, because, you know, heroes like Willow, heroes like Wraith King, Lena, you want to be fighting a bit, getting some kills, not just, you know, taking 1 tower in the first 12 minutes of the game.
Mess up, but then you have to capitalize, and I think that every time EG's slightly overextended, VGJ Thunder has done a great job of immediate, like, no hesitation. There's like 5-man collapse on that Alk. He's out of position, kill him.
It's this game is a story. Like, I think both teams have played quite well, but VGJ, they made that one mistake in the Roche pit, and also diving the tier 1 early on.
It looks like there might be some sort of fight they're going to go in. They get the instant sheep up on Wraith King. He will.
He still has his ult anyway.
Yeah. I mean, but popping that pretty early, right? Then you're not as scared.
It's a 40-second cooldown, though, so it's one of those where if you punish the cooldown, it's very difficult. And he's going a sheepstick of his own. He's buying out completely for that on the Wraith King, and just showing the importance when you see a sheepstick on Wraith King.
And just look at the GPM of the 2 EG supports, man. Those talents have added up.
They've paid serious dividends. The Phoenix at level 10 at like 11 minutes into the game.
The Wraith King's lower than the Winter Wyvern on his own team. That is a rough one.
If Phoenix hit level 10 at 11 minutes in a game, it's like 30 yeah, 40 yeah, it's third of his net worth, fourth of his net worth.
So VJ Thunder, they're just going to wait mostly in their base, maybe go out a little. When does EG feel okay to pressure? Is it another Roche? Or?
I think you just have to, because the game, you're operating on a point where if you give VGJ Thunder one fight where you don't have buybacks or something like that, it's late enough that VGJ Thunder can kill your entire base if 2 of your heroes are dead. Not even like all of them, just 1 or 2 of your core heroes are dead. That's the problem at this stage in the game. That's why teams have to take it so slow. So as a viewer, we're like, come on, get the show on the road. But as these teams, they know that one huge mistake can change this game. And VGJ, looking to make things happen. Roche is not up for another minute, at least.
Fly would be a good kill. He does have buyback, but still making him committed. And they're going to try to find him. He does waste his Fly. He's dead.
He might
in about 2 seconds. Yeah. Okay, well.
He's still dead.
Got his egg off. Now, that's interesting. So why use the egg there? Because what if they do push? Don't you want a buyback egg?
Yeah. Crystal Maiden, Blink ultis with BKB on.
And Ags.
And there's going to be a buyback from Fly. Won't have ulti now, but look at this, the Bloodseeker.
You said Ags wasn't good, Grant.
I told you it was good, but now they're going in on the backside. They're going to find the Wraith King. He will come back alive. He already spawns his illusion. There's a ton of Wraiths just running around. Crit goes down. They get the stun off on Wraith King. Arteezy gets killed on the backside. Sylar goes down. It's looking to be game.
Weaver illusion has actually been hitting for the last 20 seconds.
I don't even know. There's so many illusions.
Yeah, he was hitting for 20 seconds with that illusion.
Oh, there's the gem. Yeah. And this is it. This is the... DD, I believe this is his 5th buyback this game. Yeah. DDC is a...
Wait, who died last? Who died last? Oh, the Wraith King.
Oh, but look at this. He gets a buyback now. I think, yeah, you go for Megas. You could go for tier 4s if you want. You can do both.
No, you just end the game here. They don't have enough to... They don't have any threat. They have the Wyvern ulti, but as long as you don't clump up, yeah, and they call it the GG.
Wow. Actually, I would say EG, pretty decent lead, but VGJ, they had some really good fights from far behind.
It's just important to show like EG's understanding of Alchemist, right? They knew that VGJ Thunder would collapse on the mid lane at some point in the early game, mid-game-ish, when the lanes were coming like like where they were able to rotate because they took the tier 1s. And basically, they were prepared to react with that Phoenix level 6.
Yep. I point to that one dive from VGJ Thunder. I think both teams played great, but if they don't make the mistake mid-tower, they're making this move without a level 6 Wraith King.
When the lanes were coming,
Phoenix and CM are both 6. They lose 3 heroes. All of a sudden, their entire lead disappears. They lose control.
If he catches a Medusa, that is actually going to be incredibly powerful early game.
And Deuce is a hero that kind of just sits still normally and, you know, sits there in a team fight, doesn't move, very easy to, you know, get caught in a Wukong's command.
Yeah, and he could Wukong's and just turn around. And they'll still be hitting the Medusa. It's actually kind of a cool solution. I think they picked it first, right? Like Medusa was the last pick, but
it was. Yeah.
It's still a cool pivot from Mushi here. And it's an item that basically does like it's like 60 damage or something for an agility hero. It's pretty strong if they have mana.
Yeah. If I'm Medusa seeing that, I'm thinking like I gotta get a Hurricane Pike or something to get the hell out of that Wukong's command immediately. At the same time, there's so many stuns that they could just lock you down.
He's learning from Mushi at least. He's going for Manta style after his Mask of Mance, the much disliked. But with that said, it's a pretty good game for it. There's things like Yule Scepters. There's the Cursed Crowns, the Bramble Mazes. He's got to deal with Global Silence. There's a lot of really good reasons actually to have a Manta. It's just not a very good damage item for the cost is the downside. There's usually better things to buy. But I think this is the right game to pick it up, and I like it better than a BKB.
Given where things are going, he'll have plenty of time to get this Manta, and then also whatever follow-up items he so chooses.
They do have vision of the Earthshaker here. Very likely they're going to want to dive this. They're scanning, checking to see if there's a rotation. It's actually just some jungling heroes. But
yep, but at the same time, they know if they go in this Shaker under the tower, there's going to be 2 to 3 heroes really nearby, and they can also immediately get TP'd on. So
yeah,
I think if that scan saw nobody, they would probably kill the Boga.
Yeah, 100%. This is like one of those dangerous moments where you have to try to predict what your opponents are doing. He doesn't know, I don't think, but he did interrupt his TP.
No.
And raindrop. Okay, they know it as well. Maybe they did realize.
They must have seen like a jump or something.
Do you get like a raindrop pop up by any chance, even if you're in the darkness? I'm not sure if you do. But
no audio. He's going for the kill top. Drops the Wukong's on the Boca. The Echo. Whoa, that's questionable Echo Slam. May actually still survive. He didn't stun Mushi. He's going to immediately pounce down and get it. So that being a solo.
Okay, so definitely worth the time for Mushi in the end. He didn't technically want a TP, I guess. He just wanted to stick around and get that solo kill.
I actually think the Manta on Medusa, the more I think about it, is essential item, like you said, or the BKB, and purely because of global. Like,
Sim won't be able to kill her, but yeah, she's running away now. This is pretty much over. They can hide in the side.
And immediately global silence. There's no counterplay. Like, how do you actually deal with that? And you need Medusa to be able to immediately Manta and Stone Gaze to kind of bail out the whole.